Anybody here have kids? I'm looking for the stool. Nobody here has kids. That's okay. I have 180. I have 180, and sometimes they call me mommy, and sometimes they're like, teacher, 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 teacher. And I said, I'm no longer responding to that. You know my name. It's almost the summer. And the child was 4. I'm like, damn, I'm a bee. I'm a real bee. Sometimes when they call me mom, I'm offended. I'm like, I know you hate your mom. They're like, mom. I'm like, don't call me that. Like, oh my God, that's rude. Mom punches me in the uterus. Like, please. That's where you came from, freak. Not my fault. Bite the hand that feeds you. I'm not even the cafeteria lady. Do you want snack? If you don't want snack, I'm not forcing you to have. It was the cutest snack today, I have to say. Shout out. It was 2 mini hot dogs in plastic wrapping, and there was little cartoon dogs on it. I didn't have that. I didn't have that in my elite. Like, it was just like, meh. You know. I mean, the person, like, scooping it was great, but what they were scooping was not so great. The teachers are going on strike, and I support them. I think more people, I think we should all be going on strike all the time. I don't know. Teachers are good about it. I was about to say nurses should go on strike. I shouldn't say that. That's, like, a bad thing to say. I mean, they should. No, we need them. But they need more. They already did it. I'm not up to date with the strikes. 3 strikes and you're out. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. If UTLA had 3 strikes and you're out, they would be out. They would be out. Did you guys hear about the Noah Beck drama? I'm just kidding. I'm a TikTok addict. Anybody else? If anybody had laughed, I'd be like, damn, you heard about the Noah Beck drama, but you didn't. So we'll just keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. I love these kids. They've taught me so much. You know, I love when they just look at me and they don't have to say anything. And I'm like, I look ancient. Like, I look ancient to you. I look ancient to you. And then when I got my nails done, they had champagne, and she was like, are you 21 plus? And I was like, wow, like, I haven't been asked that in a long time. Like, all the time I'm asked, like, are you somebody's grandma or grandpa? Like, not even, like, do you have, are you grandma or grandpa? Like, that's, like, crazy. Like, you're assuming I have children, and those children have children, and that's okay, but, like, that's crazy, right? I love them. One of them had boogers today, and he went like this. You know that scene in Mulan where she's fixing her face, and it's Mulan fucked it? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to do the whole plot of Mulan. If you love Disney and you're an adult, are you a Disney adult? I don't know. I've only been to Disneyland, like, probably 5 times, and I'm from California, so I don't think I can be a Disney adult. You know, and I'm able to have sex outside of costume, so I think I'm okay. Yes. Give it up for the costumes, real or not, that we put on, the masks, that we hide ourselves, you know, from the world. It was recently Women's History Month. I didn't do any jokes about that. But I'm a woman who unfortunately does love men. I did have to come out as that a lot, you know, in my bald era. Do you know what I'm saying? When I was, like, bald. There's nothing like getting your head shaved from your friend, and all you hear is a little, oops. Oops. I'll fix it. How? You forgot the guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a 0. Do you know, like you have a little right here and you're going to fix it? Like, that's rude. To me, I'd be like, honestly, like, I noticed that, like, your scalp is dry and I wanted you to, like, have it breathe. Like, at least, like, gaslight, insecurify me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let the, like, eczema breathe. And I'd be like, thank you. Oh my God, thank you for the 0 shave. I got a lot of male attention while bald. Maybe because I was starting. No, I'm kidding. I was in a frat. I wasn't. But I wasn't a frat sweetheart, but they didn't kick me out at the end. So I'm still trying to figure out, like, what that means years later. Do I get money? Like, do they get money? Am I an alumni? I didn't get a college degree, but, you know, one time they let me write on the board, and I just felt like really a part of something. Like, you know, Glee Club? That's how I felt in Phi Psi. Nobody else. I'm just kidding. I should have went to NYU, but I was too scared. But you guys, you should never be scared to come up here. That's something so funny, too. Is anybody here dating? Wow, me. Wow, guess what? I'm dating. I'm dating all of you guys. And I just feel like we're in a polycule, and I just feel like if you tell me that we're not, then no, that's crazy. Imagine the host of an open, like, Susan, like, what the I'm not polyamorous. I'm no amorous. I'm a more like I love love, but polyamory is like a lot for me. I think with the lights off, I started talking about polyamory, Polly Pocket. Like I'm all about like Polly Pocket. Do you know like I'm all about Pocket? Like I'm like Barbie, but polyamorous is a lot for me, and not in a jealousy way. But it's like I have to know when your doctor's appointments are too. Like I don't even know mine, so I'm supposed to know my boyfriend and my boyfriend's girlfriend's sons. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the polyamory tree, and then the kid has like a family tree project, and it's like my aunt Sam who only Waymos. Like I don't need that yet. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need that in my life yet, but I need you guys in my life. And so let's put your hands together for yourselves for coming out here on a Manic Monday. And who's ready to get this party started with the very funny and very talented, you know him, you love him. Put your hands together for Lee Shorts, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. I need that. Good introduction. I appreciate it. These are, I feel, I feel lesser without a introduction. Don't feel right. But these are all rough jokes. Rough jokes. They're not to be laughed at all until they're normal jokes, unpolished jokes. Don't laugh. Okay. Please. Okay. But I truly am sick of going with my girlfriend to open mics. She knows I do do comedy. I do open mics. I do that. She doesn't know about anything else. But this is really the truth. But someday she'll realize that I'm actually streaming somewhere, and it's not when I go to the bathroom. So. But I go on. But she gives me this horrible review after every open mic. It's terrible, really. She says, "You're the worst person there. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" It sounds like my mother, actually. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? But I go on. And, I say, "Go easy on me." You know, it took me forever to just honestly, really learn how to speak, say my first words. And finally I did it. I got it. And my mom said, "That's enough out of you." And I think, I realized it was a dada. And I think I should have said mama. Because, she put a lot of time trying to get me to talk. So it's kind of like a little, jab at her. I think she viewed it as that. I don't know. But I go on. Now I do deal with my girlfriend. That's it. And she says, "I am dumb smart." And I said, "I have no idea what that means. I don't even, what is," she said, "Exactly." But, and I say, so easy on me, really. I was locked in a closet once as a kid. And then but then my mom put me down in the basement another time, and I said, "Why'd you do that?" and she said, "I'm sorry, I had to do it. I'd already put your brother in the closet." But she didn't really do that, honestly. She didn't. It was the attic. It was the attic. But I did prefer the closet. She knew that. She said next time, because there's rags and stuff. I can curl up around there. Yeah, I prefer that one over the basement. More big monsters in the basement. Smaller ones in the closet. But I go on. I do. But it's been a rough week, but things are better now, I think. Wanted to get my car fixed, took it down, and trying to find an honest mechanic somewhere. Good luck, right? And I got the bill back way overpriced. And I said to the guy, I said, you know, did you overcharge me because you thought I knew nothing about cars? And he said, yes, I did. That's honest. It is honest. Yeah. And then my girlfriend says, you're really not going to go back to that guy. And I said, well, I actually love that guy. That guy's great. He's a great guy. I mean, such honesty. It's uncommon like that. So I can't wait to go back. But I go on, and these are rough jokes, so don't laugh. Don't laugh. But it was really rough in high school for me. You know, I was so shy. I had trouble dating, but I did go. There's this hot cashier at Ralph's, and I used to buy lots of things, you know, and ring it up, get to the front line, and then she said, "Do you want the discount?" And I said, "No." And then she said, "Well, let me just see. What's your phone number?" And I said, she said, for your discount, the phone number. Oh, okay. That made sense, you know, that she wouldn't be asking for my phone number, you know, for the discount. Why would she ask for my phone number? Yeah. So that kind of killed my confidence, actually, after that. I never went and ordered food again at Ralph's. It became like, especially if there was a hot cashier there, I never went to Ralph's. Never went back there again. I was embarrassed too much. But I go on. Now I just deal with my girlfriend, really. And I told her, I said, we'd have a lot more in common if I said she was less smarter. And she said, less smart. That's what I'm talking about. You know, and a lot of times she says she says I'm stupid, and you know, that's not entirely true. There are times when I'm intelligent, and just the times when I am stupid, I can't dispute that I'm stupid and I do stupid things. I have trouble, you know, counteracting that. But I go on, and I say, go easy on me, really. I mean, you know, as a child of a wannabe broadcaster father, you really don't know what that's like. And it really is, and this is an impression, but it's not far from really the way it was. He'd be trying to, you know, get ready and stuff, and it'd be putting microphones in my face all the time. Wake up in the morning. Hi, this is your father here. How was your dreams last night? Did you have any bad ones? Okay, no, that's great. Let's turn over to your mother right now, and I can go do something better. That felt pretty bad. And that was, you know, and then at dinner table, he'd be really like it. He's working on his voice all the time. So we're at the Shorts dinner table, and we served mashed potatoes and steak. Lee, can you pass the mashed potatoes? How are they, by the way? They're pretty bad. Yes, they are bad. Your mother's a horrible cook. That's why I try to stay away from this place, really. That honestly, it wasn't easy. But I go on. And a good portion of my life, I did trying to get out of things, like get out of things. And it started at birth, pretty much. It's hard to get out. And seriously, if in high school, I would have probably been voted most likely to try to get away with something. But I go on, and I do, and I will. but but my girlfriend, she took a trip and she left her emotional support dog behind. Found out it's not really, it's a one-person dog, so I don't get any support, unfortunately. Yeah. And she said, though, you'll need it, though. It doesn't do anything. It just goes through the trash, digs holes, and doesn't come like my girlfriend. But thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can find me at YouTube, Lee Shorts. Shorts. Yep.
Yes, keep it going for Lee, everybody. Yes. When you said emotional support dog, I thought you were going to say you were her emotional support dog. Where is she? Bring her out. That'd be so fun. If this was the Ellen show, I'd be like, and here she is, Lee Short's girlfriend. It's me, guys. And I've told him to stop. I said, leave that shit at home. Leave that shit at the Seder. And he couldn't. I'm kidding. Me and Lee are in an improv troupe of our own. No, I wish. But yes, and you yes-anded that so quick. And I am so excited to bring this femme fatale to the stage for her debut here at the LA School of Comedy. Put your hands together for the one and only Susan Sassy, everybody. Let's go. Yeah. Woo. Keep it going.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give it up for this gentleman. There's not a lot of gentlemen in comedy, are there? Lee, I'm sorry your mom locked you in the closet. See, this is why cats are better than kids. I mean, cats will just go in the closet willingly. I have 2 cats, and I love them. My one cat, Pudge, he's a model, and he knows it. He looks like a model. He acts like a model. He never eats. When he eats, he throws up. He's constantly running to the bathroom to snort cocaine. And Earl, my other cat, Earl, he thinks he's a pillow. The other day, I saw a do not remove tag on him. You guys are really great, warm energy coming from you. I'm serious. Like growing up, thanks. Yeah, warm energy. Growing up wasn't easy for me. I had what they called back in the 80s as a learning disability. Creativity. Yeah, I called it creativity. Everyone else called it, Jesus, Susan, pay attention. I was paying attention. I had a tutor, not to be confused with a tutor, a medieval English lord, but the tutor told my mom that I had brain confusion. Yeah. The tutor, the teacher, not the medieval lord, would have been cool if he was a medieval lord, because then you would pay attention, right? I mean, a medieval lord surrounded by knights, if he tells you have brain confusion, that, then you pay attention and listen. A guy in a sweater, what's he going to do? I mean, do you even have a feudal system? So what happens is I would get similar sounding words confused, like Taylor, Tyler, barrister, barista. I swear one of these days I'm going to order a latte from a lawyer. And it's going to be the most expensive coffee. I'm pretty sure Taylor is still really mad at me for calling him Tyler. If you're still mad, Tyler, just imagine how pissed off the English language must be. And it's not just words that sound alike, it's reading. 90% of the time I can read fine. 10% of the time what I read is hilarious. Or, it's just my brain making things up. It's just like, we don't have time for this. This is good enough. When I was a child, I was in Hebrew school, and we're reading about how this rabbi saved the Jewish people or was leading the Jewish people, and I was reading out loud. But I didn't see the word rabbi. I saw rabbit. And nobody corrected me. So for the longest time, I thought we had a rabbit that led us. And I would go to Friday night synagogue really excited to see the rabbit. And I would ask everybody about the rabbit, but it was never there. And I thought, this must be a really busy rabbit. He must be really important. And one day I saw the rabbit. He was surrounded by candy and colorful eggs. And my mom said, no, honey, that's the wrong religion. And I was like, come on, Mom, our rabbit is too busy. And it still happens. Yeah, in childhood, you just had to be on your best behavior. As an adult, I have to be on my best medication. And even then, it's 50-50. I was reading a post online. This post was saying, I can't wait to see how this narrative develops. But what I saw was, I can't wait to see how this native develops. And I thought, oh, American Girl doll, you got problematic. And then sometimes my brain knows what it's reading, but it chooses chaos anyway. It was like my friend was posting, when I was younger, I paid to have the breakdown sent to me. Now, I know what a breakdown is. It's the casting stuff, the casting calls that actors get, right? But my brain saw people were emailing her videos of their mental breakdowns. Imagine being so young and bored. You could pay people to send them your drama. It's America. You can buy anything. Oh, my brain. But, I think they call it breakdowns because if you have to read one more casting notice, you're going to have one. A breakdown, not a casting notice. So recently, actually, I wanted to talk about something else. I wanted to say with it's called ADHD. They found a name for it by the time I got older. And I'm so used to people getting a little annoyed with me that I don't trust anything that's nice. Yeah, like dolphins. Yeah, who here likes dolphins? Yeah, they're actually not nice. No. Yeah, given the chance, they will violate your boundaries. They are the white male comedian of the sea. Yeah. Yeah, they'll squirt you with their blowhole, tell you you're not funny, and swim away like nothing ever happened. Not all male comedians, but definitely not the ones who are here, right? But, I haven't been around dolphins in a while, so I don't know if we've trained them any better lately. I've actually been spending a little time in the past. I've been writing a lot of period pieces. I've been using a lot of old-timey words, which I love. I love using old-timey phrases. They make me feel like Ginger Rogers, but with an anxiety disorder. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, my goodness, I left the stove on. That was my impression of Ginger Rogers with an anxiety disorder. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I use so many old-timey phrases in my script. Even my jokes have angst. They arrive fashionably late and overdressed. Yes, my actors tease me. They say I'm 3 phrases behind, 2 conversations ahead, and my vocabulary is the consistency of alphabet soup. That's my ADHD, yes. And I've also had to learn to do my hair in a 1940s hairstyle. They're called victory rolls. Yes, and I've learned they're called victory rolls because by the time you get them up, you look like you've just finished a war. I can't afford a hairdresser, so I do them myself. I call them my bargain basement biscuits. Oh, man, they are hard. People say they didn't send women to the front lines in the 40s, but I disagree. It's called doing your hair. I don't even know how I did it. I just black out, and they're up there. My doctor told me I had to start working out more, And I said, I have been. I've been doing updos. He's like, that doesn't count. I'm like, have you tried standing with your arms in the air for 2 hours? I mean, geez, if that's not working out, I don't know what is. I did have a bit of a skirmish recently. I have some bruises, but if you think they look bad, you should see the other guy, the curling iron. I did lose some good men, bobby pins. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with this thought. Ladies, why is it when a guy breaks up with us, we're always like, I'm going to get hot, and he's going to rue the day. But that's not revenge. Then he gets to say that he was with a 10. No. I say we get as disgusting as possible, and we go out and we say, look what this gross idiot was with. That is revenge. Thank you. I'm Susan Sassy. You can find me at Susan Sassy on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm sorry, what? The ADHD show on YouTube. I can't see where the mic stand went. Oh, here it is. Thank you.
Wow. Keep it going for Susan, everybody. Sassy. Thank God we weren't at Hebrew school together. We would have effed that rabbit up. We would have tore that stuff down. You said period pieces. I was like, do you have a tampon? No, I'm kidding. I was like, me and you. That was amazing. Put your hands together for Susan. Wait, that's okay. I was like, is it me? Like, is it in my head? Do I keep talking? My alarm's kind of like that, too. I feel like I always have, but I feel like whenever I'm, like, having a sleepover with a friend, I know I'm in my 20s, I shouldn't have sleepovers anymore, whatever. But, like, I hear an alarm, like, everybody I know's alarm is like, I'm like, it's Sunday. Like, why can't we have some chimes? Some chimes. But now it's the time for our next comedian. Put your hands together. You know her. You love her. The very funny, talented Jazz Clarity, everybody! Keep it going! Woo! Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Hey y'all. Hey chat. You gotta recognize the chat that came to watch us for a reason, you know. Sheesh. You talked about hair and like I just changed my hair. And it's bright up here. Wait a minute. I just had to let y'all know. So I just it is. Oh my gosh. So I just changed my hair. You talked about 2 hours. It took me 4. And like last week I was like half bald. So it was great. But I literally got my hair done just to go. Love a good long hairstyle. Boy, I tell you. I'm missing the stool so much. I feel like we were saying you have to stand today. This is getting your steps in, getting your iPhone to stop telling you time to stand. It's all right. I'm standing now. So I forgot what I was going to say. Getting older is crazy. You see it and you think, I'm not that old. And then you get into your 30s and you're like, I mean, maybe, because I don't remember much. And then it's supposed to get worse than this? That's crazy. I was feeling like I need to stretch today real bad. And I was like, I need somebody to stretch me with the opportunity for intimacy if I want it. If I want it. Because, you know, people get to stretching you and you get to, you know, bending over all cute. And it. If I want it. Everybody chill. Okay, so like I said, it's right up here. I feel like a star. So let me tell you about allergies. Think about going back in time. So I was born like a whole bunch of allergies. Anybody in the crowd got allergies? What kind of allergies you got? Hay fever. I've had hay fever. I don't think it lasted very long. But I have plenty. 75 and counting. But people always think I'm lying for some reason. Chad, let us know if you got allergies too, because I'm curious if you have something I don't have. But, you know, people always think I'm lying. And I go to my esthetician, and she's like, I don't really think that you have as many allergies as you have. Oh, really? Newsflash, the test revealed I have allergies. Whoop-de-doo. And trial and error, every single time, trial and error. I shout out to my parents who were able to navigate allergies in the 90s when people just thought they just being dramatic. My grandmother thought that she was just being dramatic, you know. When you swell up, is it dramatic now? And so like having allergies, I have eczema. I have asthma. I got braces, or I had braces. That's the one thing I did have and don't have anymore. I got glasses, can't see, you know, and the light does not help. But anyway, I had all these things, and you know, throughout my life, I've had these flares, crazy flares. Doctor doesn't know what's going on. Always want to cut me up. I had a doctor tell me once, I think we should just cut your nose and all your limbs, and then you should just be a torso. Right? Traumatizing. I was like 9, right? And needless to say, I didn't go back to that doctor. But that's the type of stuff I've had to deal with. Nobody really understands. I'm all hypersensitive and stuff. So when I was in middle school, I would like have these flares where I'd like cripple walking, you know, all the time. And so when I was in 6th grade, they nicknamed me Grandma J. So I've been a granny all my life, right? And so now I have the glasses chain to go with it, you know. And so my alter ego is also a granny. It used to be partially like Nicki Minaj, but you know the controversy. Got to step away from that one. Also Hannah Montana, but granny, real strong. Granny will come out every so often like, hey, babies. How y'all doing out there? That's my grandbabies. Everybody is Granny's grandbaby. Granny don't even have kids. Everybody is Granny's grandbaby. But, so as I was saying, in middle school, I'd be crippled, you know, walking around like this. Granny J came. I thought about being Granny J one time, and still to this day, it's a phenomenon in my life. So if you like grannies, I'm single. And I'm ready to mingle. But I need a controlled environment because I'm allergic to 75 things and counting, right? So a lot of people, like I said, don't believe me. So I had this friend. He decided to try to see if I was allergic. So the backstory on that is I go to the club, a mansion party. For those of you from LA, you know that a mansion party is really a party in a warehouse that is mansion-sized, not a real mansion. So we're not going to Diddy's house, no Jamie's house, even though, you know, back in those times, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so we went to the mansion party. We have this drink. Somebody pours me a drink that happens to have vodka residue at the bottom. I'm allergic to vodka, by the way. And I drink this drink. There's a before and there's an after picture of how cute I was before, how swollen I was after. And I wake up in the hospital. I don't know what the reaction was at that time. Wake up in the hospital, boom. I have this cover over my face like I was in the morgue or something. And the first thing I hear is my dad's voice. Hey, girlie. Jesus? You called me the same thing my daddy called me? Oh, okay. You okay? Oh, you can't be Jesus because you would know if I was okay. Okay. So I find this out. Fast forward a couple days. My friend's boyfriend, know this dude. Around the neighborhood, known him for years. He comes and they're telling him, Jazz had this allergic reaction and she swole up. And he's like, yeah, right. Allergic to vodka. Who's allergic to vodka, right? I mean, me. So he puts his finger in his vodka cranberry. Splashed me in the face. I melted like I was the Wicked Witch of the West. LA gang, right? So I was being dramatic then because I don't know the reaction. I know that I'm allergic, but I don't know the reaction. Friends are scrambling around. Oh my God, where's the Benadryl? Oh. I'm like, okay, chill. Like, I'm afraid too, but most of my allergies are slow reactions. We get in the car. I look in the mirror. The left side is drooped. The right side is swollen. Like Hitch and his allergic reaction had a baby with Miss Piggy. Just swollen. I don't know what's happening. They're lucky that I was able to take the Benadryl instead of having to go to the hospital because that would have been a hell of a story. Attempted murder, you know. But so this happens. Now I know for sure I'm allergic. And as time goes on, I grow allergies. In 2020, I don't know, 2023, something like that. Or no, 2021, I found out I'm allergic to almonds. In 2020, last week, I found out I'm allergic to my own sweat. Crazy, right? My esthetician is like, I think it's just so much. I still don't think you're allergic to everything. Girl, you just told me I was allergic to sweat. What are we talking about? So that same stretch I want, don't do too much if we get intimate, you know. I can't be sweating. And those allergies, man, they affect my dating life. Again, if you want to stretch me, I'm here for you. But they affect my dating life. Anytime when I'm on the first date, I don't kiss because I don't know what you've been eating. I don't even try it. So I'm going to leave y'all with a quick one. One time I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me, right? Had no idea. I'm going regular life, kissing, having life, right? Getting grown, hunching. Mind your business. But I didn't mind mine because when I found out after the hunch fest that myself was swollen, I'm allergic to latex. Where the fuck was you at with latex? You know this. You know I'm allergic. Where was you at? That's how I found out. So again, if you looking for me, that's my time, y'all. If you're looking for me, you can find me at Jazz Clarity on Instagram, TikTok. You could also find me at the LA School of Comedy Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, mostly Fridays. But you can find me. So let's give it up for Sam once again. Ow.
Jazz Clarity. Keep it going. That is crazy. Latex. That is crazy. I had an allergy test once. That's my only relate. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm Jewish. Like I go to the doctor a lot. Like we would go to the doctor. I had like a wisdom teeth complication. I was just too damn smart. They had to wake me up during surgery and ask me the next step. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I had a complication. I was hospitalized, whatever. And I get to the hospital and like my face is like huge, purple, whatever. And the girl doing the parking looks at me and my mom and is like, "Who's the patient?" And I was like, I don't look like this. Like, this isn't me. Like, I don't look like this. But I could have been born that way. But we don't know. But I'm so glad that this guy was born the way that he is. He's he is the gentleman of comedy, the best. You see him everywhere. Put your hands together for the one and only Anya, everybody. Yes, keep it going. When you said stool situation, I was like, you can go to the bathroom anytime.
No, you don't have to. Oh, that's gonna fall.
Do some patter.
Oh, okay, she got it. She's looking.
So you want to go to the restroom?
No, I think that'd
Oh.
be. I think I'm old enough to kind of figure that out if that was the case. Thank you.
For the
though.
key.
Nah, you're right. I guess. All right, how's it going, y'all? Shout out to y'all for being here. Trying to get y'all some new stuff, man. I hate just coming in here with the same old. I know you guys don't care, but I care. I care just enough to write new stuff. My one of my homies, he's about to have a child. He's reproduced. Congrats to him. Yeah, he's reproduced or in the process of reproducing. This is like step 3 out of 4. Like the baby is growing. It's very interesting. It's very interesting, like young parents, because we do new shit. Like we do new fun shit. Like, all right, like hear me out, y'all. There's a name for all of these other events. Like after a party, there's an after party. After a funeral, there's a repast. But I didn't like. I'm gonna be on set during the baby shower, and I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad, I can't be there." He's like, "I'll just pull up after." I'm like, "What do y'all call after the baby shower? Like, what is this like the baby dress up? Like, is this what do we call this event? Like, I didn't know we did this. Like at this point, like what comes next after the baby has been showered? Like, is there any other point that we should be there for that? I don't. Like that really perplexed me. Like I was like driving in silence. Like what do they call that event? Does it matter? I don't know. It did to me in the moment. I like to help to give back to the homeless when I can. You know, when I always have change on me when I use my cash at the weed shop, so I use that change and like bless the community. Cause I don't really tip at the shop I work at, cause I work there. Like it's like the tip is I work here. You feel me? But like it's like homeless people always like they're always in Westwood, and I be seeing them, I be feeling for these people, and not only do I get them weed occasionally, but like you know I'll reach down and give them some bread if I got it, you know, to change. Like, I don't mind breaking bread with them, and like my homies hear that and they're like, damn, Anya, you're like a really really good person. Like a lot of people don't think like that, and I'm like, well, really. I grew up around a lot of reality TV shows where, like, you know, they be like undercover people like watching to see if you do good. Like, I hear seen What Would You Do? Like, you've ever seen that show? Like, that's like my dream is to be on that show. Like, that's why I'm a good person today. It's just for the chance of impressing like 15,000 people nationally. Like that moment means everything to me. Like, I want the Facebook group chats to talk about me. Like, this boy is such a sweet boy. Like, when I helped her with the mic, I was supposed to be like John Quinones to come out of the side like, hey, I'm here for this. This is, what would you do if the mic fucks up right in front of you? Would you help her? Like, why did you help her today? Well, John, you know, my mom, I was raised in the church, you know, thank you, God. And although my car is not moving as fast as it should these days, it's very old, and, you know, I might be behind on some bills, but... You know, that's not what we should talk about right now. I just think about spreading love, John, you know. And it's like, oh, we brought, you know, that's, you know, y'all know how it goes. I seen a car outside. I thought maybe it was, 'cause I saw the van outside. Like, people think white vans didn't kidnap. I think John Quinones. I'm like, he's probably in the area. He's in the area. It's my moment. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm stupid. Nah. But I seen a homeless dude, and I was like, this homeless dude did not look like any other homeless dude. Like, I swear, this nigga looked like he was a fake homeless dude. I'm like, bro, you're not, like, those clothes look awfully new, you know? Like, you smell quite nice to be homeless. But he's like, oh, like, do you have $1? I reached and I gave him the money. And I was like, no, I was about to give him the money. And he was like, hey, I'm like, waiting for him to ask me for the money, because I'm like, I'm already 2 steps ahead, waiting for my blessing. And he's like, man. I'm like, excuse me, sir? He's like, weed or meth? I said, whoa. What? Excuse me, like, weed or meth? Hold on, I usually do. I don't mind breaking the weed off. I'll give you a joint, but weed or meth, you are ready to go down 2 totally different paths, sir. Like, that's why you're on the street right now. You have no direction. You got to choose the life you want to live. This is the problem, sir. Like, weed or meth, like, that's, what? Oh, my God, that shit threw me. And then I'm like, what do it look like? I got meth on me? Like, is this the meth giver outfit? Like, I had something similar to this. I'm like, is this what the meth givers are wearing? I wish somebody would have told me, like, hey, that outfit low-key giving meth. I would change. I would change immediately. I don't want to be giving meth. That's not what I want to give. And then it's like an abundance of meth. Like, meth to share. Like, is that a shareable drug? Like, are niggas just carrying an overflow of meth? Like, is this? Oh, I was offended. So offended, I didn't even give him the joint. I just kept walking. So you fake homeless man, I don't care if John Quinones is behind this. I'm walking away. It's so stupid. What do I really want to talk about? I had some other stuff I wrote. Oh man. Okay, so I know I always talk about TFD, but today let's talk about an actual illness that other people may have and already know about. Actual ailment, not illness. What is that word? It's a made up word. All right, so like I feel like lactose intolerant people, we need to stand up for ourselves. I feel like people don't take us seriously because we don't take ourselves seriously. I feel like gluten-free people, they got their respect immediately because people was like, if it's gluten in this, I will die. Like, oh shit, fuck, shit, take all the gluten out. Take the gluten out now, all of it. Like everything can have gluten without it because they was like, I will die if you have gluten in this shit. We had to take it serious. Lactose intolerant people, we don't give a fuck. I walked past the ice cream shop. I seen a nigga eating this shit. I'm like, I'm lactose intolerant. Like, nigga, me too. I'm like, nigga, you got a whole pint to yourself. And you're lactose intolerant as well. We don't give a fuck. That's why nobody respects us. There's not that many dairy-free options because we really don't stand on business. We don't stand on business. If you at home lactose intolerant, you need to fucking stand on business. Bitch, get up and stand up for yourself. Sorry, y'all. I was at the grocery store, but with no dairy-free option. They do not give a fuck about us, bro, at all. Whole freezer, did not no dairy-free options, no fucks. And I still bought something. Like I don't give a like we're failing. Sorry, y'all. If y'all must not be lactose intolerant, y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel me. It's not for y'all. The people that's for is gonna get it. People that's for is gonna get it. I do advocate for the consumption of weed. I don't mind people doing that. I think more people should do it. I think if more people did it, the world would be a more peaceful place. I do not tolerate the futuristic cigarette smokers, aka the e-ciggers. Is that a slur? I don't know. But the e-ciggers, there's something about them. There's something about those people. I'm not a fan. I just think it's pointless. And they're all addicted. They're all just addicted to it. They don't know. I'm sorry if you're in the building. I'm gonna expose you right now. It's bad because like every time they lose it, that's when you find out how bad they needed it. You feel me? Like my homie, he was into that shit. He's an e-cigger. And he first did the pat down. That's why I started panicking. I'm like, oh shit, it's happening, ain't it? He just started patting himself down. I'm like, you good? He's like, where my fucking vape, bro? Where's that shit at? I'm like, I don't know. Then he started pressing me like, you got my vape? Like, whoa, hold on. First, why would I have that, sir? I don't even like that stuff. I smoke to get closer to my Lord and Savior. It's a religious thing. I'm getting high to get away from the devil. It's a process for me. But then he proceeds to take the whole seat out of his car to find the vape underneath the seat. I didn't know you could do that. I said, bro, what you doing all that? He said, bro, you don't get it. I just missed the flavor. I'm like, nigga, Mint got you acting like this? Mint got you taking a whole seat out of your vehicle? Come on, dog. There's so many other ways to get that. I have gum in my pocket right now. You can experience that very same flavor. And even more potency because the gum will layer the flavor on your tongue with the sugar alcohols. Y'all know. Y'all watch How It's Made? No, y'all wasn't tapped in. Y'all didn't care how shit was made. Y'all didn't care. I did. As soon as I say some shit, I will be Googling that tonight. I will know exactly how this is made. You just know what's in there. This Red 40, how much Red 40? You know? I said, what about a Red 39 instead? You know, I said, what is that? As if niggas know. As if niggas know. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of all I really want to work on. I got all the new old stuff. Some of the joints I retired, I just brought back out of retirement. I fuck with them though. Yeah, shout out to them niggas. Shout out to Past Me for writing those jokes. Respect to that guy. You can follow him on Instagram at Anye West. That's ONYEWST. He still posts occasionally because he is me. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Clap it up for Sam. Come back to the stage.
No, he's so good. I'm leaving. No, keep it going for Anye. I was checking for Armando outside, and then I hit myself in the face. Oh no! With the door. Sad. We are gonna wrap our live stream, guys. So put our hands together for everybody who's watching. Again for Jason Ham. And we need to put our hands together for Marilyn right there, you guys. Marilyn is a part of the LAC family, and I love her. It's so good to see you again. So thank you guys for watching. If you are local, come in. If you're not, Zoom, WhatsApp, Meta, whatever. We'll make it happen. We make it happen. So do we miss you? Happy belated birthday, Aviva. And love you. Goodbye. Oh my God. Goodbye, New York.